Hey, in this video we're going to take a closer look at the Victron Lynx system, especially the Lynx Power In, like this one, and the Lynx Distributor. I'll explain the difference between the two, why the distributor is more expensive, and how you can convert a Lynx Power In so it can safely hold fuses if you don't need fuse monitoring. After that we'll install a proper main switch and a Victron Smart Shunt. I'll show you how to place them correctly so your system measures all the flows accurately. So let's first briefly talk about the Lynx product range. There are a few Lynx products, starting with the Lynx T-Class Power In, the Lynx Power In like the one we have here. We have the Lynx Distributor, the Lynx Shunt and the Lynx Smart BMS. For this video I'll only discuss the Power In and the Lynx Distributor. So this Lynx Power In is a 1000 amp rated bus bar with a positive and a negative bar. It has 4 inlets for the positive and negative cables and a grounding stud as well. They are typically used to have multiple strings of lead acid batteries connected. Here on this side you can see some holes, and here on this side you can see some bolts, and that way you can series connect these bus bars to create a larger bus bar system and connect to other Lynx devices. So the Lynx Distributor is almost the same as the Lynx Power In. Only the distributor has inlets fused, which we at the moment here don't have. And it has a built-in circuit board. That built-in circuit board have LED indicators that can show you if a fuse is blown. But this only works if you have a Lynx Shunt or a Smart BMS connected. The price difference between the Power In and the distributor is around $65. And if you don't need monitoring or the LED lights, you can easily convert this Power In to accept fuses, and for that you'll need 4 bolts, 4 washers and 4 nuts. So we are going to place that right now, and we'll begin by removing the plastic cover, this one right here. These plastic caps here are for dividing the positive cable and the negative cable. So you need to put these up, and then you need to remove the 4 screws. Once you're done, you can just remove the plastic cap like this. You take your 4 bolts, you can place them in the mounting space. Victron already provided it. This is just the same bracket as the Lynx Distributor. Then we're going to place the 4 washers, and we can place back the plastic cover. Put back the screws. Just like that. So the next step is we need to take another 4 more washers, place them on here, and then we take these nuts, and then we tighten them, but not too tight because there is just a simple plastic bracket beneath it which can easily break. And just like that, it can now hold fuses. Now you do need to order 4 more washers, 4 more lock washers and 4 more nuts, because you need to fasten the fuse as well. But that doesn't compare to the $65 price difference. Now if you want to make 2 more extra fuse spots, you can use this M10 bolt right here. There is a plastic cover here which you can remove. You remove the M10, and then you can place a MRBF fuse holder just right on top of here. You can also do that with a double MRBF fuse holder, so you can create 2 extra spots. And just like that, that's how easy it is. For now is a Blue Sea 6006, which can handle up to 300 amps. I recommend using this Blue Sea switch. It can either be a 6006 or a 9003. Please do not use these cheap ones. The manual says they are rated for 275 amps, but I don't believe that. I've seen plenty of people complain about these ones. Please use a proper switch, a Blue Sea one, or another alternative is a Marineco Pro main switch. I think that's a bit better than this one because the Marineco Pro you can bolt or connect from the front. Now if you want to make this similar setup with this same Blue Sea main switch, it's best to connect the main switch and positive battery cable going to this before you place this one into its final place. As you can see, you need to tighten this, and that's not so handy if you are working in enclosed spaces. So here you tighten it from the back, and the same goes for your positive wire. Tighten this one like that. And then I have my positive lead over here, input and output. These main switches, they don't have lock washers and washers because it's already integrated in the nut. So just like that, this main switch is connected. Now for the shunt, I've used a 500 amp Victron Smart Shunt. The 500 amps is meaning it can handle up to 500 amps of current flowing through the shunt. For our system, this is more than enough. The placement of the shunt is very important. You have here 2 system minus, and here it says 2 battery minus. So you need to make sure that you place your shunt on the correct side. Also, it's important where you place your shunt, because the shunt is measuring all the energy which is going to flow through it. Which means if you have a negative wire of a device, let's say an MPPT charge controller, and you place it directly on the negative pole of your battery, the energy is not going to flow through the shunt, so it cannot measure the energy it's bringing in or taking out, which results in your shunt not getting all the data and outputting the wrong data for you to read. So the nice thing about this 500 amp shunt is that it has M10 bolts, which make it possible to connect directly onto our Lynx distributor. So here I place the system minus connected to our Lynx. Also going to tighten this one. And then from here you can connect it to the negative pole of your battery. Now if you want to make a system like this, you have a little bit of imbalance into your system because the shunt is a bit lower, because the main switch is a little bit higher. Brackets for this, so it's all nice and flat. What I've done here is I just placed a 9mm piece of wood, which gives it a little bit more room so everything fits nice and neat. So now that I'm done, I can place it at the designated place and connect all the devices to it, which I will do in another video. For now, this video is done. If you want to know more about off-grid electrics, you can download our free ebook via the link in our description. And if you need help with designing your wiring diagram, you should definitely check out our wiring diagram software. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.